Namaskar, this is Suraj Singh, professional engineer. I am continuing the previous topic, previous commercial buildings, and continuing on this lesson because that was closed one due to memory problem. So I'll continue the commercial building, and that is saying again. This is that I was continuing. I will just show you the recap of that, please. I have a recap of this building. This is a recap now. This is a recap so that you remember that. This was cellar, and this was the ground, while this was the first to fifth here, first to fifth plants and tower portion and portion of the tower, and this is first to fifth written here. And now we go to the upper one, that is real building of the tower. This is a real portion of the tower. It's here. We will say like this. Yeah, I turn orthogonally, and this is the tower portion. Tower portion. This is the tower portion. This is the cross portion. Both are tower actually. These are stairs, and this is the core portion. You will say this way, or you may take it that way as you wish. It can be taken that way also. So you can read it properly here. Commercial building it is, and this is the portion of core, portion of the other side core, and portion of entries, stair control, vertical access control, on this side as well. These are the controls. And now this is what was very important in this, because without this it's difficult to understand. So various details are there which I cannot explain at this stage due to time constraints. Now let us see the section of this building here. This is section AA. Section A was anywhere. Doesn't make a difference, just you can understand where this is section. Let us say this is a section A. This is the glimpse of the section A. This is the tower showing the sectional. In section you find here floors. You can see this is small stair type and a main tower portion. You can see piles are there available in the foundations. Group of piles. And pile caps are there above, and above that are rising columns. Generally, it is not shown by architects, but I have shown it for the purpose of it's for engineering understanding. It's better to understand in a integrated way rather than in factors. Okay, factorial way. This is very important, section A. Though it's only for information, but it is important. We were using fascias here. These are the such fascias of the buildings. These are the fascias that we use there in detail. All fascias and various types of foundations for this small portion. Foundations. This is the foundation raft, and for tower, high tower, there are piles. I had explained to you. Now this is for the car park, this building, and we will take another elevation of this. That is elevation. This is elevation portion of the same. This is elevation. You slowly go down. You see how the elevation shows. It indicates there glazing, code glazing at between various floors, which we call cladding actually, aluminum frame and cladding, and the plaster and the portion also. Some places, and on the other portion of the tower, you can see glazing, and this is the glazing portion here, while this is RCC portion newly rendered, and this is the parapet here. This is your elevation, You can see this is cluster mesh, the concrete mesh. You can see GRC mesh. This is cluster in elevation, and fair face. All these are fair face actually, concrete fair face. On which so you have to do fair face. Where there is no the plaster, just paint on that. And now we go to another elevation here. This elevation P. This is a different one. You can see from a comprehensive view. First we'll see top one. This is the turret and various windows, glazing, and other finishes have been indicated for reference. This is in elevation. You can see this whole from top, bottom, top to down, and these are various openings, windows, glazing. This is all part of building. This is shown in elevation. Very rough elevation. You can see old time this elevation. Which another elevation. Now I'll show you another elevation. There is another side, and this is the elevation. And you come down. You can see this. Yes, so you can see glazing, cladding, glazing, cladding, glazing and cladding. And you see the other one. This is also glazing and cladding, as well as fair face finish, rendering, decoration, etc. is shown in this. We'll take it to the next page now. Another elevation here. This I am showing you just to let you the price, how the buildings drawings are prepared, how much work is required on that, and how these contracts are executed based on these drawings. These what details are necessary for the purpose of construction of the building. Probably in your university or college, there will be no probability that you will get a list of all this. This is like projects. And project, when you do the project, you cannot do all these details, because you can do these details only if you know it from a field man, not from a university teacher. A person who works in the field only can guide you about the details that are used in the field for the purpose of design and construction of any building. It's a very important part of career, and also this is for the information of non-engineers who are members of the general public and for whom this video is targeted actually. They must know what is done for them to produce any building. They should not just think that it is done just without any contribution. That is the basics behind these explanations. Now I bring to your notice certain miscellaneous details more. For example, the same building is given. This is the same building, and I am giving you miscellaneous details. This is fascia work here. This is the fascia. This fascia. These are the wall from up to the full wall up to from ground to. This is raising complete of four elevational walls. These are 4 elevation walls with acoustical fascia and part plan of tower. I am saying this is part plan of the tower. Part plan of tower. And section B is here. That section you can see here. This is the section B. This is section B. And elevation S is here, which was taken from here. Elevation S, and it is here. Sorry. Elevation S and elevation F is also there. This is here F. Elevation F. This is elevation F. This is elevation F, ceiling, etc. showing. These are all miscellaneous details which are just shown for the purpose of information. Maybe I'm sure you will not get everything from this, but just for the purpose of review, what is available. Now I'll show you underground water tank detail here. This is underground water tank, 450 cubic meters. And you can see RCC valve. RCC valve, and you can also see the structural arrangement. This is the base, while these are the structural walls, and this is also another structural wall around. There is roof on that, and at ground level. Complete details are shown. What table of the water details are shown here. Waterproofing shown. Complete details are shown. This was below the building, as is usually done. Now after this, we'll go to another building. Another building, this is like can be used for hospital actually. We designed for hospital. This is in the shape of the swastik. Swastik, Satya in Hindi we call it Satya and swastik. You know swastik, which is our religious as well as sign that was used by our German people, particularly Hitler army, and it is our religious sign. It's also called the signature of God in our country, Bharat. This is called seal of the God. This resembles Satya, means 7 as well, though it's not 7 in shape, but the name Satya or swastik, it also indicates good health, as well as it indicates the sign of the God or the approval by the God. Well, that is another chapter. I'm just inferring it, nothing to do with that. This is a hospital with floor area 5025 square meter. Basement total area is 90,450 square meter. Basement is 9,025. Parking is 410. And this is general hospital for 1,500 inpatients in 40 wards. 2 casualties with ICUs and attached wards, plus research center as well with conference hall. This is the plan of that. This swastik is the main building. Main building is a swastik shape, plants on top as well as on bottom. You can see many small cubes, that which units, AC units or stairs as well. You can see these are stairs. These are stair covers. These are stair covers. These are, and plant is the plant. You can see entry here, where from you can enter. This is the entry. This is the entry. There is a pergola here. This is the entry. Every elevation is having entry. Elevation is symmetrical. It's having entry in all from all sides, all elevations, and overhead tank as well is located here. Overhead tank and parking space with inner roads, and parking space is also around. Staff accommodation, parking. This is all what it is showing. I think it's good. Means resembling our culture. It's a good plan. It can be good. I have not seen any such building, but structure wise also it can be stable, it can be good, and there can be good circulation around the building and within the building. If you see other details which are following now, these details are, this is your basement cellar of this hospital. You can see same symmetry is coming on this plan as well. You can yourself see now how the symmetry is coming in. This is same car park. rampant. You can see now ground floor plan. This is the ground floor plan, which resembles swastika as well. Resembles swastiks and give casualty wards. This casualty ward here, casualty ward here, and special operator here, intensive care here, means surgical etc. here. This is giving same kind of information. As it should be done, it should be required just for the information purpose or for knowledge purpose. Now another first floor it is. First floor is now, you can see swastikas come up from the ground, leaving all others behind. And this is the administration portion, while this side is research, and this side is autopsy, mortuary, conference, administration again, offices, and all that, various others. You can see the next one. There is OPD, typical. This is OPD portion here. Dispensaries, clinics, and typical various arrangements of access to the building up. This is typical of OPD. 4 floors, as said before. This is also. We'll go to the next one, and that is surgical operation theatre plan. Surgical operation theatre plan. Operation theatre, outpatient, operator patient, operation theatres. Similarly this way, operation theatres. All, wherever you go, you'll find the same. It's multiple operation theatre area, and this is the use of such type of shape. Means you can have typical arrangements of anything. Similarly, this is typical arrangement for wards. All wards, laundry, and say instruments, store, doctor, staff, lifts, like that. All typical arrangements. Anywhere you go, you'll find. Wherever you go, same types of typical arrangements. Rotation, you can see it is in rotation, keeping the central point at the center and revolving. You can get such results. The wards. These are the wards of this building, hospital. Maybe to understand. And this is the multi-story car park. Now, multi-story car park, which is for many stories. This is a typical design of multi-story car park for 10-story up to 120 cars may be accommodated per level. This is typical arrangement floor, floor arrangement, and depending on the number of car parks, number of cars requirement, parking requirements, floors can be increased or decreased, and ramp is on both sides, enter and exit, ingress or egress. Plenty of space provided. If you see car parking details, you can see here the details of this car park. These are the details of this car park. All the structural columns, various grids, various details, symmetrical, everything is symmetrical. This is half portion shown. This half portion shown because of space, and as a professional, that is good. This is car park, miscellaneous. miscellaneous details car park. And we go further. This is the sections of this car park. Section of this car park. Sections. Sections, and this also sections. And next is ramp and surroundings. This is the ramp, this car park. This is the ramp. How the cars goes in, the cars go in and come out. And these are various sections, other sections. Now another building. You know now what I'm showing is it is 786. It is also considered to be a religious number, but it's not religious in fact. 786. According to my calculation, 7 is success, 8 is link, and 6 is work. Whatever we start, it should be successful. Without waste, that means the meaning of 786. According to our calculations, maybe some religious people take a different way. Well, that is for them. And this is the shape of the building, is 786. It can read from the top, you can see very clearly. And there's overhead tank here on this plot for these buildings. And car parks are shown at different stages. Access roads and covered area is 3475 square meter per floor, and for 7 is 975 square meter. For 8 shape is some other area 1200, and for 7 is 1200 square meter. Cars are 314. Total covered area is 3475 square meter for this complex, though this is not very much diversified. And we can see the plan of this complex. 7, you can see this is 7. This is shape 7, giving complete facility for this building. And this is shape 8. Shape 8. This is also giving complete facilities for this building. And this is shape 6, as well as this is parking. So this is all I'm doing, is I'm just trying to bring to you people how could we have a change of shapes and lines. Now this is a cross, this is cruciform. Cruciform here is a cruciform. It's also good. It's simple structure. So simple it is. Don't take it religiously, but it is. Just like the 786 of Satya, it is also having offices, and covered area is 2400 square meter, 156 car parks. This is small building, commercial use, 56 rooms per floor, 840 rooms, and basements. Same types of facilities on this. And as usual, you can see the plan. All the arrangements have been indicated. Same arrangements, just to utilize the space as much as possible, keeping in view the required comforts for the people, for the users. That is very important while designing any building, because without that, design is considered bad. And these are the offices. This is the entry here. Other side is also entry. There's the entry. You'll find generators and plant rooms here in this building. And there are many other drawings which I'll explain to you later. But now, I'll just maybe let us see some other drawing better. Now this is another drawing which is a sports complex. Actually it was a building, that existing building sometimes, and we converted this to a sports complex. It was a garage actually it was. And a lot of work was done on this. And it was converted to this shape. This is the building. You can see chillers this side, and here go ahead, you'll find different details. This was in Doha, sports gymnasium. This also sports hall. This garage was converted to sports gymnasium. There was facilities of lockers and swimming pools, toilets, changing rooms, car parking, and also gymnasium and sports hall. And you can see the sections here for the sports hall. There's a sports hall here. Take one by one. This is how this balcony is arranged, and shed there above. And the other section is same. There is office area on the intermediate floor, and there is another arrangement of sports hall, rubber floor, maple floor, splash court, sports hall. This splash court is here. This is sports hall. This is all in that. A glimpse actually it is, nothing else. Glimpse of that building. Which is the glimpse. You can see is the close up. It's the glimpse of this building. This is very important. And this is further details of this. You can see this is a foundation arrangement here. The foundations and the existing foundations were converted to a structural steel foundation. And this is also a frame and structural steel frame outside. Structural steel frame here. This is a structural steel frame. You can see the frame here, cladding frame. See, cladding is resting on the structural frame, while the structural RCC is taking the inner rooms, inner provisions, and these are the details. Common details is for a sports hall, and I will show you further details as well. These are further details. This is runners or maples for the splash court. Splash courts and lining on that. You can see steel structure frame, and there is mat well. There is the mat well here. Similarly, other details, rubber floor here. This is another section. This is another floor. Now there is a step here. And this is another arrangement. Another arrangement section. Arrangement of finishes. All these are finishes. Carpet finish, timber finish, rubber finish, other types of finish, epoxy finishes. These are the arrangements that were done in that. And this is a stadium here. This is a stadium now. Here is the stadium. This is how it is. This is the stadium. The same. Seating, and road in between, then courts, sports courts, sports hall, kickabout area, courts. This is interesting, just to see how to arrange, how to successfully arrange the requirements, how to successfully meet the requirements. And this is your external stadium. I just told you stadium. The structural canopy of that, cantilever arrangement of the frame, cladding above, cladding resting on this, and also see arrangement for seating. While this is the elevation of that, and this is the plan. That's very important. Now this is, you can see this. This is 10 meters here and 80 meters this side. 80 meters by 10. This is the plan. 80 meters by 10. 80 meters by 10 here, and these are in steps. The section of this actually, this is this one, and you can see this again here, and 10 meters. There are two types of arrangements. One is 10 meter and one is 20. One is 15 meters. This is 10 meters I showed to you, and this is 15 meters. You can see how what details are required actually. That's very important. Not simply that. Sorry. And this is the changing rooms. Changing room of this building. Changing rooms, cross sections, and elevations, doors. These are the lockers. These are the lockers. Changing rooms. And this is ceiling here. This is ceiling, and these are curtain walls, aluminum curtain walls. I think the video is going to stop now. The aluminum work here, I try to give you certain details about some projects which we have carried out under my supervision, and this would be good assistance to all of you, being engineers or non-engineers.